Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingWithMe.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. And today I wanted to show y'all a little thing. You've probably seen it before, but this is hidden paperclip tags, and I'm going to show you two ways that I like to do these. You'll need just some scrap paper. You don't have to have full sheets of anything. So this is another great little scrap buster, even though this is not Scrap Buster video. This is a Tag Tuesday video, but we can use scraps with this project also. You'll need some kind of hole punch for the top of your tag, and then whatever way you cut your tag corners, you'll need that. And then you'll need some little scrap pieces of paper for the back, or a full piece to cover the back, whatever you would like. And I'll show you how these look. So they are hidden paperclip peekaboo tags, and I'll show you why I say peekaboo in just a minute. Let me ink the back of this one. And these are so easy to make, and it just gives you a different use of a tag, because I mean most of the time we make tags and we just put them in a pocket. We make a little bit of journaling space on them and we call it a day. Well, this is just a way to use your tags a little bit differently. So this one just has a little strip, and you can still see the back of the tag, and you can see most of the paperclip. This one, you're only seeing the one side of the paperclip. So both are very easy, but I'll show you. With this one, you're going to get a lot of peekaboo. I hadn't even put the toppers on these yet, and I will do that in just a minute. But on this one, you're going to see quite a bit of the top of the tag, and however far up you put your paperclip on this one is how far you're going to see that. But if you're punching the hole at the top, then you're going to need to put it about where I put it so that you can string the top with some kind of twine or something like that. But see, that's what I'm talking about, peekaboo. I love having things stick out of the tops of my journal pages, and that's just really cute, and it's going to look even cuter when we get the topper on it. And then this one you can put to the side. As long as you have something, just a little tab or something sticking out over the edge of your tag, then your paperclip is going to be hidden. Looks just like a regular old tag. But then we can paperclip this one on, and I always have to flip it around this way to make sure I see. So there's the paperclip on that side, and there is your tag, and you could put your topper there, and the string from the topper will still show out the top, or you can take that all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, whatever way. And if you wanted to have one on this side, you would just put your tab or whatever on your left side, and then your paperclip that way. So I will show you how these two came together. Super duper easy, I'm telling you. You know, my channel is all about easy. Super duper. I'm going to pull out the rest of this paper from our E-Club kit. Y'all bought out the July E-Club kit. Thank y'all so much. What we didn't have in subscribers, we just had probably about 10 kits left over, and they are gone. So I do believe that myself and Betty Ann Renfro and Kara Brandon did a fantabulous job with our July projects, because y'all bought the kits out. These were great kits too. I love them. Of course, I pick out the kits every month, so I'm a little bit biased, but I do love this kit. I thought about, and you can make these any size you want. I thought about using one of these. I love that one. I love that that song. Have y'all ever heard that song? I love you a bushel and a peck. And is it a kiss on the neck or something like that? Cute little song. And I'm just going to trim out this journal card that was in that paper pad. You've probably got paper pads that has little cut apart like this, little cards like this. If you don't, this measures 3 inches by 4 inches. So these are 3 by 4 cards. So if you've got some Project Life cards, you could make boo-koodles of these really quickly and easily. I'm going to put that paper over there. I just had that little bit of paper left from the project that I did last week, so I just went ahead and took that out of the packaging pad. And let's do, oh gracious, she hears somebody or sees somebody or something, and she's just giving me the alert. This one let's go ahead and round all 4 corners. And we can still put, I mean, just because you make it rounded instead of tag corners doesn't mean it's not a tag anymore. You can still make it a tag. You just put the hole at the top and put your trim up there. Let's ink it. So this is just a 3 by 4 piece of cardstock. Or you can just do scrapbook paper and cover the back of it, whatever you would like to do. And you don't even have to use the huge jumbo paper clips like I used. You can use these little baby ones if you want to. It's just according to where you're wanting this to go. So this is already beautiful as is on the front. On the back, I think I would like to cover this. So let's go with some patchwork. So pretty. And this will be a full coverage one like this one I did. So we can go ahead, just figure out where we're wanting that patchwork look to go. And I'm going to get, I was going to get my scissors and just go for it, but I figure if I will just draw me a line and cut this out, it would be a whole lot easier. You know what? When I get it cut out, I'm probably going to be like, I wish that I would have just cut it out while I was holding the card there. You know, hindsight's 20/20. You always think, yeah, that would have been a whole lot better idea if we'd have just done it the other way. After you get done doing it the wrong way. Or the more difficult way. I won't say wrong way. The more difficult way. So there went that paper in the floor. Oh well, I'm not bending over to pick that up right at this moment. So then I'm just going to, okay, I did pretty good. All I'm going to have to do is round those corners. And look at that beautiful patchwork back there. I love it. So now I just want to figure out where I want to put this paper clip. And my small end, the small loop, is always going to go on the inside, because you want your big loop to be on the back side so it'll have more real estate to hook on to on the back. Okay, so if we did that, see, we're going to still see the clip there. So if we wanted to do it on this side and put a little tab there, how cute would that be? So let's try that here, and then we won't be covering up a strawberry on the other side. So if we did that and then put us a little tiny tab, and you don't even need a tab punch to make little tabbies. You can make tabbies however you would like, and as an abstract or grungy or nondescript as you would like also. I'm just trying to find something that kind of halfway matches. I don't have to be a beautiful match, but I would like for it not to clash. I thought I had some wood grain. Oh, I sure do. There we go. Let's just do a little rectangle tab, and it's going to be thin because this is a little bitty piece. Okay, I just hand cut that out. I'm going to fold it in half and then figure out, yeah, I need it a little shorter. You can figure that out later. You don't have to cut it to perfection the very first time. And then you're just going to put it on here and figure out, do I need to cut it down some more? Yeah. And just figure out what size you want. And then you've got a handmade tab. Love it. And we can put a little die cut or something on this. So let's ink that both sides. Just like that. And then let's glue on the inside just a little bit. Place it where we need it. And just make sure that it's hanging off of your tag, card, whatever. Just like that. Then you're going to lay this back down just to make sure that that little tabby is covering up wherever you're, yes, and it is. What I do for these, you can just use liquid glue, but I have found if you will get a little bit of fabric glue, whether you're using Fabri-Fix, Fabri-Tac, whatever, if you will get just a little bit of that fabric glue and run it around that paper clip, and then the rest of your gluing can be just regular old liquid glue, whatever your choice is. I think I have Barely Arts in this Sugar Bell bottle. Everything I use can be found at scrapbookingwithme.com, y'all. So unless I have gotten something somewhere else, everything I'm using is from our shop that I mention at the beginning of every video. Okay, and then you're just going to sandwich those two pieces together. Okay, so you can see the large hoop on that side, and then while this is still a little sticky tacky, I'm just going to come around and round my corners and get off that extra back there. Just like that. Of course, if you didn't round your corners, you're not going to have to do that at all. Okay. Too cute. I got a little extra back paper showing right there. I think I will ink it and call it a day. Alright, and we need to ink the back. And of course you're going to let this dry because that fabric glue will take just a little bit around that paper clip. But then you're going to get your journal page wherever you want to put it, and after it's dry, of course, and you're just going to slip it on. And then there is your hidden paper clip tag. I still see another little point I need to get rid of. I'm going to keep cutting until I cut it where I don't want to. So if we had a little heart or something, that would be cute. Do I have any of that in a die cut pack? I know I do, somewhere. That's one of the main things that goes into a die cut pack I have found, are hearts. All companies put a heart, at least one heart, in a die cut pack. And I know this one's got it in there. I'm just wondering how big it is, if it would cover up my entire piece. And then, of course, we need to put some trim at the top of these. Look at it. I'm going to go through this whole pack. And there's the heart right there, and I'm not going to find it. Found it, and it goes right along with it. It's got like a wood grain look. I'm going to ink it. It is big, but I'm going to ink it and put it up above that. So we'll have yet another little peekaboo effect on this one. So I'm just going to put it about there, and the rest of it will stick up. So right on the edge of our tabby tab that we made. And then let's go ahead and punch our hole at the top to put in our trim. And I'm thinking, since that one's so busy, it's got so much going on, let's just put on some baker's twine maybe at the top of that one. Okay, there's some that pretty much matches this beautifully. Love that. It's got cream in it and red and like a taupe color goes right along with it. Beautiful. So then that would just clip on to the edge of our page, and we could go all the way to the top so that that shows out and the heart shows out, and it's on the left page, so it would show toward the back of your journal. And let's put on some toppers on here, and then I'll show you how I did just this one little strip across the back, that second way to make this. Okay, I got my toppers on there. Cute. Now, let's make this one that's just got the one little strip across it. Okay, so if you have some paper that you want to, or cardstock, that you want to make a tag out of, but the back is very pretty and you don't want to cover it up completely, just like that one was. That was the last tag I had, like a pre-made tag that I had in that one. So, like this paper, very pretty on the back. It can be written on. That's a lighter portion of it right there. So we could trim this up. And, you know, we're just kind of giving ourselves a little extra project with the E-Club kit. You don't have to use any kind of kit to make these at all. So we'll go about 5 inches. You can use whatever paper you have left over, or a brand new 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 sheet, whatever you have in your stash is wonderful. So there is one that I've cut down, and it's at, let's see, 3 inches by 4 3/4 inches. So it's a little short thing, but doesn't matter, whatever size you want to make it. Now I'm going to do, let's see, do I want that as my top or that? Ooh, I like that. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just go with it, Melina. So pretty much already beautiful. I think maybe I would put something about right there. So let's ink it up. And then this is just a little strip that I cut off of some tea stain paper that I had put in a journal. So that was just the cut off piece of the page. And yeah, I keep those because these are really good to either do a zigzag stitch down the middle and ink around and have as a page border. Or you can stamp on these and make your own little custom labels, like number stamps. So yeah, I keep all of my little cut-offs from my tea stain paper. Now go ahead and flip over and ink that side because it's going to be seen. And we're just going to cover up a little bitty portion of it. Now, with this one, I would recommend using the bigger paper clip. So let's find one of those. all fancy with this one, and I got a gold one. And then we're going to get just a little strip, and we're going to figure out, first off, let's go ahead and punch that hole wherever we want it. And then we get to figure out how far down or whatever we want to put that paper clip. So with this one, you see how far down I went because we need the paper clip out of view of that hole there. So I think that will be a good spot, and we can go ahead and trim that off. So those little cut-offs come in handy. And you can ink the back. I don't think I inked the top and bottom of that one, but I'll do it on this one. And the sides. And then I'm just going to, easy peasy, put a little bit of glue, liquid glue, if it'll come out. I'm going to put just a little bit of liquid glue on that side and a little bit on that side. And just make sure to get a little dot on each of those corners. And then paste that on wherever you think it should go. You can go as low or as high as you want to. Just remember, wherever you put it is how far up it's going to show on your page at the top. Okay, so there's that. I'm not worried about it being perfect. Ideally, you're going to wait for this to dry, but of course, I'm making a video, so I don't have time for such frivolousness. I got to get this done. So what I'm going to do is the little loop, I'm going to kind of contort my paper clip until I get it on there. The little loop is going to go behind that, and I'm going to center it up with wherever my hole is, and then I'm going to contort that paper clip back into shape. And then I'm going to get my fabric glue, and I'm going to hold down the top of that paper clip wherever I'm wanting it to stay, and I'm just going to go underneath that tea-stained paper strip and put me a little dollop of fabric glue back there. And that's going to hold that paper clip into place. And we do need to let that dry, so I'm going to do the Jeopardy song in my head and be right back. Okay, and then for the front of this one, I've just got a few little die cuts that I'm going to cluster up here. Hang it off the edge a little bit. And then pop this one on there and let it hang off a little bit also. And then this one layered on top of that. Like so. Cute. Okay. And then let's get some trim for the top, and then I'll show you what it looks like on a page. And we could go with that same, what is this, eyelash trim that we used there. Like, could just go with that one piece there that come apart from the others. And let's do just a thin little one. And I'm going to do a library knot. That's what I've always called it when I worked as a librarian's assistant. That's what the librarian called it whenever we would have some downtime and we would make bookmarks for our little ones that would come in the school library. She'd say, make your library knot to go in the top, and we'd all be like, what's a library knot? Okay, so just like that. And then to add it to a journal page, I would just turn it over and make sure of where it's going to go. And then when you close up your journal, there's the peekaboo part. That one tag is showing too. Let's take that one off just so you can get the full effect of that one. So there would be your tag sticking out at the top of your journal there. And same thing with this one. Like that. Very cute. And then we've got the side ones. Now I've made these are very colorful. Let's make a neutral one because I know there are some that do not like anything colorful. They're really into the whole vintage feel all the time, and that's totally fine. I love the vintage look. Let's make one from this and add, oh yeah, let's add some of that music paper there. Make a very vintage one. And we can go ahead and just trim that off. That eyelash trim has got fuzzies everywhere and they're flying up my nose. Yum! I didn't tell y'all I'm inking with walnut stain oxide today. We keep, or try to keep, all of the brown tones and oxide from Tim Holtz in the shop at scrapbookingwithme.com. So if you ever need that or need a refill for it, we keep the ink pad, the spray, and the refill. And then we also have other colors besides brown too. Okay, I like that off to the side, not straight down the middle. So let's go ahead and do that. We could make that, oh yeah, let's do that. We can make this little piece a belly band. Just put that at the top and that at the bottom. And not worry about the middle because we're going to put a little die cut or doodad or treat or something like that under this piece. Okay, and then of course I didn't get it straight. There we go. Now it's a little, that's a little better. And I'm going to go ahead and do my tag corners, and I've had so many people ask for this tag punch, and We Are Memory Keepers is behind in production on these. As soon as they get these in stock, we have an order already placed, so as soon as they get them in stock, they should be shipping straight to us quickly. They've been on back order for a while now. Let's get one of these little butterfly tickets maybe to put on the front of our belly band we just made here. Look how pretty these are. These were in last month in the June E-Club. Oh, I like that one of a kind. E-Club kit. Love those. I'm not sure if we've got any of those left. I do know that we have some May E-Club kits, just the one-time purchase. We do have May in the shop if anybody is interested in that one. And you can go back and look at my video of what I made with the May E-Club kit. Oh, look at it, how pretty. I like that. Just simple, but still vintage. Nice. And then let's punch our hole where we want it. And then, oh, that's very pretty to just write on the back, isn't it? But yeah, it's good just to write on the back of that one. You don't need to cover up all of them, Melina. That would be such pretty journaling space. So let's make one with just a little strip on the back for this one. Trim off that strip so it's like we're going to have a belly band on the front and back of this one. I just didn't want to cover that up. It's too pretty. And then I'll ink all around that in just a minute. Let's put a little dollop of glue on both sides. And put that on the back. And we're going to let it dry before we put that paper clip in there. I didn't do that on that other one, and I had to wait just a little bit longer because I almost tore it. So let's let that dry before we put our paper clip on there. We can get us some type of trim to go at the top, and then let's do a big, look at that. Oh, I love that little die cut to put behind our belly band. Ink all around that. Have it like peekaboo out of our belly band. How cute. Then I put a little short piece of sari silk at the top of that one. Cute. Very cute. And then let's kind of manipulate this paper clip and get it back behind there. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, that worked. That worked out well. Scooch it over a little bit. And that one's pretty tight, but I'm still going to put a little bit of fabric glue right back here, just to kind of hold it in place. And there is that one, very vintage. And then these, not so vintage, but a little bit, kind of, sort of, a little bit vintage. And yes, these E-Club kits come with 8 sheets now. They come with 8 sheets of digital made by Mom. E at Scrapbooking with Me here on YouTube. And this was the one for July. Look how beautiful. So pretty. So all kinds of journaling pages. And then some cut aparts too. Beautiful. And we've had lots of questions about, can I get the E-Club Digital without being a subscriber? No, not right now. That is a perk for our subscribers, is to have an extra fun something with their E-Club kit. So that's just a perk for subscribers right now. Maybe after the kit has been available for like a year or something, we'll do something a little different and, you know, have it like a one-time purchase from the shop, the digital kit, if you want it. But as of right now, with it being brand new and a perk just for subscribers, we're going to leave it as is. Leave it like that. This was the only big one we made. I could make another, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5. Let's make 6. Alright, let's do one with some book page on the front. I like that. I'm going to use my glue stick to get that book page down. And then we'll cut it down to whatever size we need. There we go. And now, let's see. Let's do about 5 inches tall. Let's do 5.5. let's do a tall one. Okay, and then, let's see if we can get it torn. Whoop! Sorry about that. Everything went tumbling down when I reached up to to get my ruler. Everything went tumbling down. It hit the it hit the camera. So, oh well. All right. So I think I'm gonna go just a tad bit wider. So we're gonna make a wide, tall one. I'm gonna bend it over like this. I've had people say, how do you know that you're getting it straight when you go and use your tear ruler? That's how I do it. And so see, then I've got that bend, and I know that that will be pretty much straight when I go to tear it now, because I've bent it over my straight edge ruler. That's the little T-square ruler that we have in the shop. So there we go. We've got the torn edge on both sides. I like that. And let's do our tag corner punch, or you use your little credit card, or you know, honor card, or whatever, bonus point card, whatever you've got that you've made the little template on that you can cut your tag corners. I know Mom does that. So torn edge on one side, we've got our tag corners at the top, inking it. Let's add some kind of look to it. Now I saved this, and it's totally against everything that I say about scraps that you save, because, well, I guess it is about my pinky. I usually don't save anything thinner than my pinky, and this is very close, but this was really pretty paper and I didn't want to toss it. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of strips of this, and I'll trim that off when I get to the top. So there's one, and I would really like, do I want to go this way with it, or do I want to go, oh, I like that. Let's just go ahead and glue that on, and we can trim it off. So I'm going to ink where I think it's going to be shown on the front, and then glue it onto my tag front, and then trim off all my excess here. And this one is still pretty thin. It's just got copy paper on the back, and then it's a book page on the front. So I want to do the full length style on this one. Just gluing that together at the top. And let's get a full piece to go back here. I'm just going to get some little notebook kind of, it's just scrapbook paper that I've had in my stash for years and years. Years and years. And I'm just going to put it on here. And I'm going to go ahead and ink, glue that on, and then I'll ink the back. Okay, we got that beautiful notebook paper there. And we're going to put a tab of some kind on this side. So I'm going to put my small loop on the inside of my notebook paper. Yep, that's going to be good. And then I'm going to use my whale tail punch and punch me a little tab out. This whale tail punch was given to me. It is a retired piece from Stamp It Up, and why they retired it, I still have no clue. It's bizarre to me why they discontinued that tab punch, because everybody wants it. There are some on eBay for like $300 the last time I looked. It's crazy ridiculous. But there is not another, see, Mom and I are wholesalers, so when we purchase punches and things like that, I mean, this is heavy to send to y'all, you know. So when Mom and I purchase things like this, we have to get it wholesale, or we're going to have to sell it to y'all at an outrageous price, and we're just not going to do that. So we're looking for somewhere where we can wholesale purchase that, and then we can offer it to y'all in the shop. So if I put a tabby right here, yes, it's going to cover up where that paper clip is. I like that. We might need to put a little flower or something like that. I said flower. When us southerners get lazy with our talk, we call flowers flowers. My older relatives especially say it like that. Okay. And there's my little tab. Then I'm just going to check that paper clip again, and it's still covered, so I'm going to ink this up before I put it on, just so I get all the little edges and around my paper clip. And then I might dirty up a little spot of it too. Bethany is almost done with this summer semester of school. Oh, it's been so hard for her when all of her cousins and friends and stuff have been out of school and at pool parties and all this other stuff, and she's been having to go to school. It has been rough on her, I will say that. But she finishes this in, let's see, 8 days. She will have finished her summer semester, and she will not have to go another summer to school. She graduates, Lord willing, fingers crossed, nothing but the creek rises. She will graduate next May 2024, and she will be done with school. She did not, I mean, she's a trooper, y'all. She did not take any time off. She has been going to school ever since she graduated high school. She's been going to college, and she is knocking it out of the park, y'all. She's doing so good. She's loving her classes. Anybody that does not know, she's going into cosmetology. And yeah, she will have her associate's degree in applied science cosmetology next May 2024, as long as everything goes as planned. Her professors have been so good with her, and helping her as far as getting everything put together and scheduled out for her. Her professors have just been wonderful with that. So we're very excited about that, and she is super duper excited about this summer semester almost being over. Okay, pretty little birdie from a Tim Holtz die cut pack. And I'm going to put him down here. Him or her, whatever. Down there. Didn't even ink around. These are glossy, so it's hard for them to take ink. Okay, and then I think on this one, I'm just going to staple some fabric. Or, no, we already got a tab on the side. I was going to say we could put a tab at the top instead of fabric. We could have done that on some of these. Anyway, we'll put some fabric at the top. And I think I want to do this. Let's just stay in the neutral tones. And you know, if you staple some at the top, you can do some thicker fabrics and trims, whereas if you were to try to put this through a hole, it would not work because it's too thick. So you would just make it in a V pattern like you want it. You can trim off the tops later. Okay, and then I'm just going to do 2 little staples there. You got your V pattern. You can even do like a little, go up on one side and down on the other side, kind of trim off. Cute. And see, we would never be able to put that thick trim through a tag hole punch part. All right, and see, then there is your hidden paper clip, and then this one would be gorgeous in this idea. Journal. Got the nice neutrals, and then you could put it up as far as you want. The tab shows on the side. You could push it up just a little bit more and have the top of the tag showing up at the top, and then the tab on the side too. How cute is that? Lovely. All right, so there are 6 different tags, but it's the hidden peekaboo tag effect, and I'm showing it to you 2 ways. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this Tag Tuesday video. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. If you have any ideas for me as far as Tag Tuesday, something different that you would like to see on a tag, or how a tag can be used, leave me a comment below, and I'll try my best to get to those ideas. I'm always up for new ideas, because you know, sometimes my brain just don't want to think. Anyway, y'all have a great day. God bless. Bye, y'all.